Hey, you are here for DragonForce and Polyphia. So am I. I'm also here. But I am so tired, dude. Like, I'm so tired. But you're like, well, then why are you making a video? Because I actually get like a lot of enjoyment from making videos. It's like a really happy spot for me. So I've picked two people that I really enjoy, and I'm just gonna enjoy it. I guess it's a reaction. So I'm reacting to it. But realistically, I just hope that, I think that both of them are great, and I hope that what they play is awesome, and I just get to like have a good time and kind of decompress a little bit, you know? Do you know? I'm already looking at the guitars. Tim, I've seen him play that Ibanez in some other videos, and Herman Lee, is that like one of the S-series Ibanez's? Also, I had no idea Herman's setup was so fucking cool. Well, he's got the triple monitors and a Stream Deck, and is that two laptops? No, it looks like a laptop and a Surface Pro, maybe? He got triple monitors and two laptops? See, I thought like I was being extravagant. Okay, I want three monitors too. I feel like I need three monitors, but I was like, three? That's, really? Do I need three? Okay, but now he's got three, other people got three, I can do three. Whatever, let's fucking do it. This is gonna be good for my soul. I think this is just, like, I mean this in the nice possible way, like the nicest way I can say it, but, you know, kind of fuck what you know, like if you don't have a good time, I get it. This is for me. Pour moi. Let's go. Ah, it's gonna be cool.
Dude, I hate looking at like interview videos that I've done and like just looking at the comments of people just roasting the fuck out of me, like in terms of the way that I talk and how many times I do say like.
So how?
Like, I hate it when I say like a lot, because like sometimes it can be annoying if you say like a lot. So like I kind of, you know, want to get rid of that, but then sometimes like I don't, you know, like I'm not cognizant of it. It's just like it's like a verbal stutter. It's like a stutter. It's not the same as a stutter, because a stutter is like a mental thing, but musically we do the same thing. There's like things when you touch the guitar that you'll do things that you don't realize you do until someone else watches you play, and you're like, hey man, do you know like every time right before you start a song you do this? Something I used to do until I got called out is I didn't even know, I had no idea I was doing this. I would always hit an open string right before I started playing. Like in classical, I'd like tap it with my thumb, mute it, and then start playing. And then my buddy Matt was like, why do you always hit an open string? I was like, I don't know what you're talking about. But he was right.
How do you feel about this whole all this interview stuff? Do you hate promo? Do you ever like doing interviews, or you think like, man, why do we do this? And
Dude, I'm kind of really excited to get back into interviews just for like our, you know, we're kind of getting near the tail end of our new record of finishing it, and which means, you know,
no one hates, well, sorry, not no one, but the majority of people don't hate interviews. They hate people that ask fucking stupid questions that don't know anything about the artist. So a lot of times you just get the same 5-6 questions in a row, like no matter what.
There's a new era that's going to dawn, and I'm very excited for that new era and to do press, because the last era was, you know, during the New Levels shit was like on some extremely sarcastic, like cocky bullshit, you know, where like, you know, the greatest, not only the biggest, but also the best metal band of all time.
was that the theme of it?
Yeah, that's the theme. That was the whole theme of like, you know, and
we're the best of all. Yeah, it's a good, yeah, you have, sometimes you have a theme. Well, as a band, I don't have the comfort of having a band. Frown.
It's so funny how that just goes over so many people's heads. And, you know, as a 26-year-old now, who's like, I pay for my own health insurance now, which is like, oh my God, I'm a fucking adult. which is just I've not felt like one. I didn't realize that I was one until like I had to start doing that, you know? Like, so it's been like a eye-opening experience of like, wow, I'm like grown now. I should probably like conduct myself better in interviews and just in general, you know? So yeah, I'm excited to like do some interviews. And
that's so awesome. It really is like this calibration exercise where like you don't know it's an exercise because it takes years on each side, but you're like, I'm way too silly. And then you recalibrate. And so you go more serious. And then you do like 2 or 3 years serious. And you're like, wait, why am I this serious? Like, I don't want to be this person. And you go the other way. I used to, we don't have any videos of me doing this. Oh, what's up, y'all? But when the first 3 years I was teaching at the university level, I would wear polos. But I didn't want to buy polos. So I would go to these outlets or order them from eBay. And so I would get these polos that were like overly sized polos, like actual polos, like not just the style, but the brand, you know, because I thought, oh, respect, like I should have like clothes that are nice. And so I would have all these, and I have videos from those that are hidden from y'all, but of me teaching people. And I just have these oversized baggy polos, and I would just like rotate a different color every day of the week. And now looking back, I'm like, why the fuck did I wear polos? I guess because I felt like you had to look like you were serious or something. But now the way I feel is, dude, if the difference between you wanting to like be around me and not being around me is me wearing a polo, well, then fucking leave. That's me now. Back then I was like, I don't want to disappoint anybody. That shit changes.
And do them well. And then kind of just let it be like, just here's an interview from me that's not on some sarcastic nonsense, you know?
Because, you know, actually, I'll tell you the funny thing. Some people sent me messages about your interviews and your stuff.
Uh-huh.
Like saying these guys, blah, 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 blah. Is this the new rock star? What's up? What's good?
Also, shout out to Herman's guitar. That fucking... Dude, my mind is so dead. I'm so tired. That flame purple to black burst with the purple on the fucking humbuckers. That shit is pretty fucking sweet, man.
Going on, honestly. So you obviously made some impact.
Yeah,
on
no,
that
I mean,
theme. People were like, some people didn't get the joke. I wasn't quite sure if it was a joke or not.
Yeah, I mean, because that's, you know, it's like the shtick. Yeah.
Ah, they both play so fucking well. Fuck. I just love hearing awesome players, man. A little chromaticism.
From experience, a lot of you don't play metal, you play instrumental music, right?
Right.
Well, I would say prog instrumental, but yeah, instrumental. Is that really like a delineation?
I mean, there's like metal influence, but
yeah,
I
exactly.
wouldn't like
metal,
necessarily...
rock influence, instrumental, guitar influence.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like sometimes people, when they hear that, I think you did something like an interview where you said, well, I'm more into this than metal. And you get a lot of hate for that.
Yeah, I mean, at the time, that specific interview, this is, you know, why I'm going to be like a lot more careful with my interviews, because this one just went crazy with it, or the guitar publishing sites went crazy with it. We were somewhere in England. I can't remember, like in Bristol or somewhere.
Yeah.
And I take a nap every day on tour. And
also, so does LeBron James. Maybe Tim Henson's the next LeBron.
like, that nap is always after sound check. And It's like as soon as sound check, because I don't like I have to wake up for a sound check because we spent the night before drinking, you know, and so sound check's at like 3, and I wake up to go do sound check, and then I come take my nap.
And that time between sound check and playing is absurd. Well, he's saying 3. That's even worse. Well, I don't know what the performance time is in England, but a lot of times between sound check and you playing, 5 hours. I think that's one of those things that people that don't play music just don't. Because like you have to get all your gear loaded in. I mean, I'm sure, I assume by their stature now, they probably have people like roadies and stuff helping them carry stuff in. But you're loading all your shit in. You're like plugging up in all your stuff and your pedal board and your guitar, and you're getting ready. Like, well, you're not getting ready to play. You're getting ready to sound check. So you're still setting everything up. For me, the gigs that I did like that were about 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock, 6 p.m., something like that. And you have to handle all that shit. And then as soon as you're done, it's like, I mean, let's say the show's at 10. If you're the opener, then it's like 4 hours ish, 3.5 hours. And if you're not the opener, then it's like 5 hours. And you're just kind of like in this no man's land of like, what do you do with these 5 hours? And normally it's not productive. Like you're like, well, do I drink lightly and hopefully not fuck up on stage? Do I like attempt to practice or something, but you don't really feel like it? A lot of times people go out to dinner or whatever, you go get some food and shit, and it's just like a dead thing. Taking a nap, I don't know if I'm smart enough to take a nap, but it's a phenomenal idea. Take a nap at like 7 p.m., 6 p.m. for like an hour and a half.
Right. And so we finished sound check, and I'm about to go do my nap. And then I hear, oh, you guys have an interview today. I'm like, you gotta be fucking kidding me. So I'm angies. I'm super fucking angies because I'm sleepy, you know, and I just haven't had my nap yet. And the interview is me, Scott, and Yvette, because Yvette's on tour with us as Covet, you know, with Covet. And so like I'm doing this interview, and I'm just not taking it seriously because Yvette's taking it super seriously.
Have you seen me looking over here? I'm reading the comments.
She's there to like, because it's like all 3 of us getting interviewed together, you know, and so like I'm just like in a pissy mood, and Yvette's taking it seriously, so I don't have to. And Scott's kind of taking it seriously, but like also kind of fucking off with me, you know. So Yvette's kind of carrying the interview, and then I just like, I think what I said was like, I think guitar music should die. On some like super leave me alone, stop asking me questions shit. Yeah. Because it was like, I think it was like Total Guitar. It was he that was interviewing us.
Oh, I see.
But also like I you know, partly agree with like, you know, music that is not. I'm gonna go ahead and just say it, like YouTube guitar music, like when it's not actual songs, or anything that could be a song at all ever. Like it just don't. You know, just don't do it.
Ooh. My formulated thought. If you've been here before, a lot of times we'll talk about technique and practice and what you're doing, and remembering that it all serves a purpose. And then sometimes you get tied up into what you're doing for the sake of doing it. So if you're practicing speed picking, you get locked up on the metronome, or sweeping, or tapping, or whatever it is. If you have to practice to get good. There's no choice. You have to. And so it becomes repetitive, and then you kind of buy into that game that, oh, I'm doing this thing, I'm getting whatever, 1 BPM, 2 BPM, 3 BPMs faster, like per week or whatever. And then you lose sight that the actual goal of all that is to make music. And so I think what he's saying, paraphrasing, is that there's a lot of people on YouTube, and not just YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, all these platforms, where people are doing really fancy shit on guitar, but the fancy shit they're making only works there. It only works because it's 30 seconds to a minute long. And if you were attempting to make something bigger out of it, it wouldn't work. I don't think there's no value in that. I think actually it's kind of knowing what you're doing. And so if you want to make stuff that's valuable 30 seconds at a time, I don't think that's a bad idea. Just don't trick yourself. Don't think that if you make a bunch of 30-second things that are really popular, that now you can build those into a 15-minute set. Because part of what makes them awesome is the fact that they're just 30 seconds at a time. No one actually wants to hear them 15 minutes at a time. So those are very different. But also, maybe no one wants to hear your 5-fucking-minute song. You know, so maybe your 5-minute song chopped into 30-second increments is more digestible for an audience. It's a really tricky thing. But yes, I do think a lot of guitarists, me included, this has happened to me many times, is we get focused on playing the guitar and like learning new stuff, and we forget about actually making stuff that people want to hear because we're just chasing our own goals or whatever. And then you start realizing that, oh, your goals are like, shh. Okay, like, let's say you're playing like, I don't know. You're playing some fast-ass lick at 130 BPMs. Okay, that's pretty fast. And so you spend 3 months to push it from 130 to 140. And you're proud of yourself because I got 10 BPMs faster. But anyone else who hears that doesn't give a fuck because it's basically the same to them. And I've done that many times, wasted months practicing and been like, oh, what I'm practicing, like, it's not valuable to anyone else and it's not really valuable to anyone else. Oh my God, but Herman Lee and I have the same chair. Holy shit. Hold on. We have the same chair. I just have a back cushion. Because I got it with the arms that swivel up so that way you can play guitar. Look at the design in the back and then look at the arms backwards. Herman Lee and I have the same. Are you fucking kidding me? I got mine on sale. Mine was like $120. I specifically got one where the arms go up so I can play guitar because on my previous chair, I cut the arms off. Because they didn't flip up, so I just cut them off. I put this back cushion back up. What? Me and DragonForce have one thing in common, and it's the chair, son. We got the chair. What? Oh, what's up, Dilly? Don't I ever dare to start? I don't know what y'all say. Let's keep going with this. That's so crazy that we have the same chair. It's like freaking me out. Yeah, it's 100% the same chair. Like, see how the curve goes in and the two bolts underneath? I have a cushion. Why doesn't he have a cushion? I can tell you, dude, that's hard on your ass. I bought my cushion for the ass cushion, but it was a combo pack on Amazon, so it came with the back cushion. Turns out the back cushion is kind of even better than the ass cushion. But, dude, treat your ass right, man. It's like $30 for the pair. Maybe it was 40. Come on, Herman. I would gift it to you, except for I don't know how to do that. I don't know how to gift people things, and well, I just don't know how to gift people things. Let's keep going.
But that's just like, I like music and so much.
Oh, me also like music. You probably also like music, so we've also got that going on. Oh yeah, I'm super tired.
Much that at the time I was very like super angry that I would say something like that. And then also in another interview, I just like I said, I listen to rap music a lot. Like, that's all I listen to. And so a lot of people that listen to guitar music hate rap. They're the kind of people that say,
I'm gonna cut them off here because this is something from not growing up. It feels like growing up because I feel like I have multiple lives. But a lot of the people that I know that are completely immersed in something don't listen to it. Because that's how you got into it. So like, I don't really listen to a lot of classical guitar except for when I'm looking for inspiration. But I play a lot of classical guitar. So same thing with him. He's like, oh, I play all this guitar shit. But he's like, I'm into rap. Because like music is, I don't know, I'm kind of generalizing, but music can be like an escape, right? It can be escape. And Did I just break? Don't tell me I broke the fucking microphone. I just heard something go, ba-doot. Hold on, I have to check the fucking mic. Okay, now it looks like it's working. But yeah, so a lot of times, like, if I listen to classical guitar stuff, well, sometimes it's just boring. But if it's dope, then I find myself thinking about the guitarist and what the guitarist is doing. I'm, like, deconstructing everything. It's like I'm just going, like, as in-depth as possible, and I'm not actually relaxing because I'm, like, attacking everything. But if I listen to, like, 2 Chainz, free bass, I'm like, oh, that shit's just fucking dope. And I just have a good time. So it's one of those things that I think flips people out. A lot of times people will ask, a lot of times if there's like classical guitarists who are seeing me play or teach or something, they'll be like, so who are you listening to now? And I'm like, no, nobody new. I'm listening to the same people, just different songs from 30 fucking years ago, 40 years ago, like albums from the 50s and 60s, and just re-listening to them because they inspire me. But for fun, I listen to fucking K-pop. 90% of what I listen to is fucking K-pop, not classical guitar. Or guitar of any kind.
You can't spell crap without rap.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So yeah, I feel like a lot of people just don't like that I say things like that. But like I said, going forward, I plan on being less ballsy with my answers.
Yeah.
Just because, like, you know, if you like YouTube guitar music, that's your shit, and like that's fine with me. I don't care that you like YouTube guitar music. Mm-hmm. So, you know. This year has been an interesting year because I realized, like, oh, like, I'm fucking grown now. And, you know, I don't need to be, like, over the top anymore. I don't need to, like, I post shit on Instagram. I don't even caption it anymore. I have nothing to say, like, ever anymore. You know, like, I don't need to anymore. So, yeah, I'm excited to get back into, like, press and just actually get some real answers about stuff, you know?
So did you actually, like, were you kind of thinking like, oh man, I wish I didn't kind of make that kind of vibe for that kind of album promotion?
No, I mean, it was fun. We had a lot of fun, you know, like the whole, not only the biggest but also the best metal band in the world is funny to me because we're not metal and we're certainly not the biggest, you know. And if you fucking don't, like, realize that's the joke, then I can't help.
Okay, I will take a second. What's up, y'all? Somehow I hit the comment box. Let me throw the comment box over there where I can see it. But something that I learned along, like, the last couple of months, 6 months maybe. What's up, ADHD? Is you guys know me, and I will say some really sarcastic shit, like some super sarcastic shit. But some shit I do is so sarcastic. And then so for the best example I have of this, there's a lot, but the best example I have of this is my first reaction to the Do, first or second to the Do, who has, like, what? I don't know how big his channel is. 4 million people, 7 million, 3 million, 8 million, somewhere crazy. I mean, the dude is fucking, just his channel is huge. And I'm reacting to the Do, and I'm clicking his video, right? And I'm reacting to it. You know how I do it? Like this, when I'm hitting the pause and all that. And about halfway through the video, he's playing, and I just stop, and I'm like, I don't know exactly what I said, but I said something basically like, this dude is really fucking good. Like, he's really good. I think if he made a YouTube channel, he'd be really successful. But I'm on his channel, watching his video on his channel. I'm being sarcastic, right? Because it's like, he's fucking huge and he's killer, but, like, I didn't really hear him before. And I'm like, if he made a YouTube channel, he would take off. Dude, I'm not lying to you. I think I might have deleted some of those comments, but you can go back and check if you want to check it out. There's literally like 100 fucking people, maybe more than 100 people who are like, dude, he has his own YouTube channel. Dude, the video you're watching is me watching him on his YouTube. I'm on my YouTube channel watching him on his YouTube channel. You're like, dude, some people are like, you're such a fucking idiot. Dude, the dude is so much, they would get so angry. The dude is so much bigger and more talented than you. He's had his own YouTube channel forever. You're actually watching me watch him on YouTube. And the sarcasm just right over their head. And I think it's one of the best experiences ever on social media, because if people are too fucking stupid to understand what the fuck just happened, now all of a sudden when all them haters pour in, I can just brush them off. Like, just brush them, dude, like, gone. I fucking swear to God, I'm not exaggerating. It wasn't like 5 people. It was legit like 100 people, 150 people. And there's probably more comments like that sitting there on that video. It's either my first due reaction or my second due reaction. And you're such a loser. The dude has a YouTube channel already. For reals? It's good to have that eye-opening moment.
Help you, you know what I mean? But it was fun. We had a great time, and we made some really great music and did some really great tours, and like, I hope that our fans enjoyed that era. Like, I want to say that they do, because we're the biggest we've ever been.
Like, okay, you could do the same thing right now, right? Although I kind of blew it. Although people are still so dumb, they don't even like hear things that I say previously. But I can say the same thing right now, right? Dude, Herman Lee and Tim Henson are so talented. If they were in bands, I bet their bands would be really good. Like, I think they should, not that they should abandon this whole talking to each other thing, but if they actually were to like meet up with other musicians, I think the music they make, it could be pretty good. And then wait for the comments to come in. You asshole! DragonForce is the dope. Polyphia is the dopest fucking thing. Turn your channel off, man. Yeah, I hope they both start bands.
And I know that like all of our fans are very much anticipating our next album, which I can't wait to show it to them. Yeah, I mean, like, I don't regret it. Like, I had a lot of fun. It was fun, but it's like, I'm not like, dude, when you start at a young age like that, and you just do the same thing every year, you make an album, go on tour, make an album, go on tour, party, make an album, drink, go on tour. You're gonna make it.
I do all that same stuff except for the making an album and going on tour. Work it out.
Album, go on tour, and drink and party, right?
Yeah, it's 100% exactly me, minus the touring and then making an album.
It's all you do, from like 20 to 25.
I don't know why he's making it in only 5 years, you fucking ageist asshole, Tim. Come on, some people live longer than that.
I just felt like I was 21 the whole time.
Hashtag still 21. Fuck y'all. How did Tim Henson get so old? How am I younger than him? That's impossible. But I am. Respect your elders. Tim Henson, I appreciate your wisdom. Still 21.
Because nothing changed.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then 26 hit, and I was like, fuck, what happened? There's health insurance now. It's weird.
He is hung up on health insurance. Because it sucks. I beat that game. I don't pay for health insurance. I just don't get sick.
And then it's like, okay, I'm an adult. So I gotta I can't, there's no reason for me to be like.
I thought being an adult just meant buying your liquor in advance so you don't have to keep going back to the store.
All over the top and shit anymore. So that's just kind of how I feel about it now. But
cool. I wonder if anyone in chat didn't get the joke. Any one of you guys?
I'm kind of enjoying them talking more than the playing, but I haven't seen Herman play in so long. I've just been watching him talk. It's like, oh yeah, he still fucking rips the guitar in half. That's what he does. Oh, someone on one of the Indonesian videos, the Herman Lee reacts to Lipata. People were like, I don't know this Herman Lee guy. Like, is he any good? And I was like, murderer? Like on an electric guitar, a murderer? Like he murders people? And there he goes. Someone commented the other day, Tim Henson's so overrated. I was like, I don't know. Like, I don't know how rated he is, but I think he fucking actually kills. I think he's... I don't know, maybe there's like some other wave of people being like, I don't know what people would be saying. I think he's fucking great. Great. Like on a scale of 1 to 10, at least a 9. Between his creativity and his playing, 10. Because he has a new level of creativity to electric guitar playing, and his execution is awesome. I mean, if you go pure technique versus like other technique people, maybe he's not a 10. But between creativity and technique, he's a 10. With the hybrid, 10. And his hybrid picking is also fucking monstrous. Also, since we're, doing this type of, thing, I think if anyone's listening to this and you think, okay, maybe his guitar doesn't sound that good, don't be a judgmental prick. If he had more guitars to choose from, he'd pick a better one, right? Like, we're limited by our options, and he has more than 4 guitars behind him, but not enough to really make a better decision.
That's how I always end it, like that. Pick up the guitar and fucking...
Right, so pretend you like it, even if you don't. I don't care.
Yeah.
Wow. That sounds kind of rapey. Pretend you like it, even if you don't. I don't care. Hashtag, how many priests said that? It's so good, I have to say it again. Pretend you like it, even if you don't. I don't care. Hashtag, last words of Jesus. Because it's a Catholic thing. I guess Catholics not. Whatever. Okay, I kind of fucked the joke up in the end, but fucking spare me, shit.
Like and subscribe, guys.
No, don't do that. Don't do that. No, it's fine. Don't like and subscribe. It doesn't actually really matter, right? You know that, right? It doesn't really matter. YouTube pays attention to what you do, not the buttons you press. YouTube knows how much you watch of something and what you click on. They ignore the like and subscribes. I know, because my subscribers don't get fucking notifications. YouTube tracks your behavior and it feeds you shit based on your behavior. And yes, clicking like and subscribe is a behavior, but that's a simple behavior. Like, subscribe, tiny, less than 2 seconds, maybe 1 second if you're fast. But watching a video, watching lots of other videos, that takes time, and YouTube pays attention to that, and they curate your feed based on what you watch and what you click on next, not your like and subscribe button. YouTube's way smarter than that now. That's like way back. Like, do you know how many videos pop up in my feed all the time that I've never liked or subscribed to, but I watch them a lot? And so the videos are just in my feed constantly. And I'm like, I didn't like it, I didn't subscribe it, but I did watch it. And I watched a lot of it, and YouTube's like, you want more of this. Ellis, you watched basketball analysis from the NBA playoffs from this one guy you've never heard of and didn't hit like or subscribe, and now there's 17 videos of his in my fucking feed. Algorithm.
Is that what that's the thing to say? Dude, I haven't ever done that. Actually, when I hit 100,000 subscribers on YouTube, I did like a studio tour. I think at the end of that video, I was like and subscribe. That's the only one that I've ever
like
said
and
that.
subscribe is such a lame thing to say.
Not only do we have the same chair, but we also agree on don't say like and subscribe. Although I'm also kind of not good at it. I think me asking you to like someone else's channel, I think is completely fine. I just forget to. So let's plug Josiah. Josiah Garrett, buddy of mine, Josiah Garrett. His channel is probably 920 subscribers at this point. Let's get him into the partner program. He needs 1,000 subscribers. Go click on Josiah Garrett. He's a bass player, good friend of mine. And go subscribe and like his fucking channel, you know? And also follow him on Twitch. I think on Twitch maybe he's got like 30 people or whatever. He has an album coming out soon. Don't know if it's any good. Haven't heard it. Didn't play on it. Was not invited to play on his album, but that's my fault because I've spent the last 2 years working on social media shit and not being on top of my game. And if you're not on top of your game, you can't be offended that people don't ask you to come. Studio time costs money. You can't be offended if people are not inviting you to the studio if you're not working on your craft super hardcore. So trade-offs. But yeah, Josiah, go like his channel. Fuck my channel. Like his. I think that's fair. I don't feel douchey at all about saying that.
I gotta say, I say it almost as a joke. It's like,
dude, you do that enough though, and you're just gonna be a like and subscribe guy. Like I'm sure that I will too. You know, I'm just gonna turn into that guy. That's
you're desensitized.
Yeah,
by
exactly.
What you think.
By your joke, it just becomes reality. You know.
Yeah, like and subscribe this video. Make sure you comment. It's really lame. I gotta say, it is cringy. I'm sorry.
It's super cringe.
I don't know. Seems like.
It's true though. You do have to like and subscribe.
No, you don't. I just explained why, and I'm not going to do it again.
People do need to go do that.
No, they don't. They 100,000 fucking % don't need to do that. Yeah, that was a little different. But I surprisingly had a really good time. Oh, me? Yeah, I am about 5'5". Oh, let me turn this thing off. Goodbye, YouTube.